I am the Accountant General of South Africa. My primary role is to set the accounting framework and the accounting standards for the public sector, but we do house a very important team that provides internal audit support and risk management support to the entire public sector. So internal audit is something that's very close to me, and I really look forward to the discussions and the dialogues over the next 2 days. Thank you. The PIFA assessment is really not about blaming the profession, but it provides very useful insights into the data and what we do see. We do see a number of internal audit functions operating at a very basic level. And this insight really provides internal audit practitioners, leaders on the continent to really try to move the dial from just doing basically good, but really moving towards one that's really complying with the global internal audit standards, fully independent, and one that the continent can rely as a trusted assurance provider. So compliance and financial assurance is necessary as a fundamental assurance in any assurance system. Where we would want to see internal audit units moving is moving away from pure compliance to ones that's really auditing value for money and doing a number of performance audits. This is particularly important in the public sector, where citizens demand an understanding on whether the tax monies and public money has been spent well. So that move from pure compliance auditing to performance auditing is a transformation journey that internal audit functions have to undergo. And we're hoping to see that as the profession matures and in line with the global internal audit standards, we see an increase in the number of performance audits. So internal audit is an important assurance provider. They're often called the third line of defense. But it's not internal audit's role to detect fraud. Internal audit role is to understand weaknesses in any internal control environment, to identify them and to report them timelessly so that corrective action can be taken. So internal audit does play quite a critical role in the fight against fraud and corruption, because we see that quite prevalent, especially in the public sector, with the large numbers of irregular and fruitless and wasteful expenditures. So there is a very important role for internal audit in this fight against fraud and corruption, especially on the continent. So the assurance terrain has become quite complex for any single function to really cover the key risks facing organizations. We see with the current risks facing global organizations, with the geopolitical, cyber risks, it's important that any assurance ecosystem has multiple assurance providers that can really provide that assurance. Internal audit is a core part of that assurance system, and if that assurance system works well, you'll see internal audit being a lot more effective. We've seen over the last 2 or 3 years a shift towards sustainability reporting, and we already know that there are many other assurance providers in that space. So it's not for internal audit to reinvent the wheel, but rather to use and to rely on the work that's done by the other assurance providers and really carve out a unique space for internal audit to operate. So combined assurance is really the future, and it's all about getting internal audit to identify their space within that combined assurance model, so that we'll see a much more effective assurance and governance system going forward. Resource constraints is a reality, not just in the public sector, but across the board. And internal audit units are heavily reliant on the resources that the organizations do provide. But this also now poses an opportunity for organizations to prioritize, because internal audit is an integral part of any internal control system. Where I do see the opportunity is that with technology, it then allows internal audits to be a lot more effective when introduced incrementally and thoughtfully. For example, through targeted data risk analytics, they can really reduce the scope of the work, use data to really do a lot more. So technology can really assist internal audit in dealing with some of the resource constraints, but also allow them to be a lot more effective in fulfilling this important mandate. Public sector internal auditors are custodians of public trust. I've said that during my address this morning. They hold, besides providing assurance, they are seen as holders of public trust. So it's quite an important function that they hold. Importantly, in the public sector, we see a call for more performance audits that are needed, because really what citizens want is to understand whether there's value derived out of public money, whether citizens are receiving service delivery. So there's a big and a huge call for internal audits to actually shift focus in the public sector towards combined assurance, but also towards more performance audits. We've also seen with the recent geopolitical tensions and unrest, it has impacted many public sector organizations. And it's quite important that when these shocks hits any economy, internal audit has assessed whether those systems that have been deployed in any organization are effective in dealing with those shocks. So internal audits have quite an important role in the public sector. Ethical independence and courage are non-negotiables. That's really the foundation of the internal audit profession. So internal audit needs to utilize that independence, those ethical values to really drive meaningful change in institutions. So that's quite an important area that internal audit needs to focus. At the same time, internal auditors need to engage constructively with management, with accounting authorities, with boards, with executive authorities, so that value can then be dealt with by those charged with leadership and governance. So internal audit, as I've said this morning, that ethical value and independence are the core constructs of any internal audit function. And if that remains in place, the credibility around the message and the voice that internal audit has becomes even more prevalent when leadership is required to take action. The first would be really moving the dial from doing basic to doing good. So using the PIFA assessment as a guide, we need to see how many more internal audit functions we can move from doing just the basics towards doing to one that is doing good, meaning that it complies with global internal audit standards, that are truly independent, and that their work is informed by proper and mature risk assessments. The second area is really an investment in technology. There are many digital tools that can assist internal auditors to be a lot more effective, but in the same vein, internal audit's voice and assurance mandate over ICT and technology becomes quite prevalent in an era where technology and digital transformation is happening at a rapid pace. So those would be the two areas that I think it's important for internal auditors on the continent to really prioritize going forward.